Imagine education as a powerful river, capable of nourishing communities and opening new landscapes. But what if some of its vital channels were intentionally narrowed, or even diverted, for certain groups of people? How would that fundamentally alter their journey and their destination? Historical education laws in the United States have profoundly shaped Latino educational outcomes, often creating systemic barriers that led to significant disparities in access, resources, and achievement, effects which unfortunately resonate even today. These outcomes are not accidental. They stem from a series of policies rooted in periods of segregation and assimilation. For instance, the separate but equal doctrine, while famously challenged by African Americans, also led to the establishment of segregated schools for Mexican American children, particularly in the Southwest. These schools were frequently underfunded, dilapidated, and staffed by less experienced teachers, offering an inferior curriculum often focused on vocational skills rather than college preparation. Beyond segregation, English-only immersion policies mandated instruction solely in English, often punishing students for speaking Spanish. This approach ignored the cognitive benefits of bilingualism and created a hostile learning environment, leading to high dropout rates and reduced academic engagement for many Spanish-speaking students. Furthermore, practices like academic tracking disproportionately placed Latino students into less challenging, non-college preparatory courses, limiting their future opportunities. Inadequate state and local funding formulas further exacerbated these issues, channeling fewer resources to schools serving predominantly Latino communities. These legal and policy frameworks effectively created an educational debt, where generations were denied equitable opportunities, leading to long-term economic and social consequences. Understanding this history means recognizing that current educational disparities are not simply about individual effort, but are deeply intertwined with these past institutional decisions. It empowers us to critically analyze present-day educational policies and practices, looking for subtle forms of inequity that might echo historical patterns. For example, we can examine school funding models, language instruction policies, and academic placement procedures to ensure they are equitable and culturally responsive. This historical lens helps us to challenge the status quo and advocate for systemic changes that dismantle lingering barriers. A landmark legal case, often overlooked, is Mendez versus Westminster in 1946. This case successfully challenged school segregation in California, predating Brown versus Board of Education and demonstrated that segregating Mexican American children was unconstitutional. This ruling was a pivotal moment, affirming that separate was not equal for these students. Another crucial concept is linguistic discrimination, where policies like English-only mandates were not just about language, but about devaluing cultural identity and heritage, impacting student self-esteem and academic performance. By grasping how historical education laws intentionally or unintentionally created and perpetuated educational inequities for Latino students, we gain a clearer picture of the systemic challenges that persist. This understanding is essential for developing effective, equitable, and culturally affirming educational strategies today, moving beyond superficial solutions to address the deep-rooted issues that continue to shape the educational landscape for Latino communities across the nation.